Hey guys, welcome to the Stealthy Crafter. I'm Jessica and today we are doing a Wip Chat. If you're new here and you don't know what WIP stands for, it stands for Work in Progress. And what that normally means is that you can bring out your own whips or whatever it is that you want to do, be it driving, chores, laying on the couch and listening along to me ramble about what's been going on in my week or weeks. With that being said, let's get started. So, first off, I want to say if words are already starting to be hard, guys. I want to say that who was like celebrating Thanksgiving, I hope you guys had a safe and happy Thanksgiving. And then everyone being safe, of course, for Black Friday on top of that, because I never go out on Black Friday. I think only one time in my life I've done that, and that was because my husband's monitor broke, and we had to rush out on the day of Black Friday because it broke that day to go get a new one, and that was like a few years back. But yeah, we never go out on that day. But I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to just get into diamond painting. But yeah, it's been a crazy kind of few weeks. Like, it's been cold here. I seriously thought fall just decided to give up on us altogether and ignore us, and went right into winter with the low 20s and 30s at night, and me freezing my butt off getting the kids ready for school. I was like, okay, well, I kind of miss you, fall. I really wanted for you to stick around, and then now it's coming back around. Even though it's kind of on the colder side during the mornings, it's like yesterday it was 70 degrees, and I'm scratching my head, going, huh, okay, I guess fall is back. So I don't know how long this weather's going to last, and it was so nice yesterday. But today, I noticed my camera mount's like wobbling for some reason. I don't know why. Sorry. I've been coming down with something. I don't know what I've been coming down with. But today was a bit of a different day altogether. It was a little hectic. We woke up. It's the first day back to school. And we woke up, and two of the three kids were doing okay. They were perfectly great. Everything was fine. Just albeit a little sleepy. The third child, Michael, he comes downstairs already going, I don't feel well. I don't feel great. And he's like saying his tummy hurts, and that he's just tired and sleepy. And my husband and I were like, oh boy, should we send him, doing that, should I send him to school? Should I keep him home? That kind of thing. Because it backfires no matter what decision you make. Like, if you keep him home, he's going to feel better, like, within a few hours. Or if you send him to school, you're going to get a phone call from the nurse. So it's just like, I did a wait and see. I had him finish his breakfast. And then he still was like around 6:30. He was like, I still don't feel great. I'm like, okay, go get change, go upstairs, go lay down. I was like, okay, I probably won't be able to get a Wip Chat done today, because I feel very self-conscious trying to talk, especially since my desks are now in the living room. So. And he'll sit in the living room and watch TV, and I can't have him watch TV if I'm doing my Wip Chat. And today's the only day I can really do it because, there's a lot of reasons. I'm going to be very busy playing World of Warcraft. I'll talk a little bit about that in just a moment. But yeah, he was just. It was weird. Like, he was like complaining about it, and I'm like, okay, go upstairs. I'll get your sisters ready for school. And my husband actually went out and dropped off Jaina and Nicole to school. And I was already thinking about what I should do for today, since I didn't think I was going to get this video done. And I was like, okay, well, I had a couple of things. Like my husband bought me a diamond painting. I could do an unboxing of that. I'll probably dig around in my stash and see what other things I haven't unboxed yet, and I can probably just do a couple of those, and then maybe a time lapse video, you know. Plus, I was just like kind of figuring out what I should do for the week, like changing my plans up. And then here comes Michael, around 7, I want to say 7:12, 7:15, bounces down the stairs in a great mood. Apparently took a small nap and he feels oh so much better. But his tummy still hurts. Poor dude's constipated. Okay, and I'm just kind of looking at him and I'm like, why don't we just send you to school? I was like in a joking manner. And then my husband goes, yeah, why don't we? Go get your shoes on. Because he's already put his clothes back on. He took his pajamas off and had his clothes already on when he came downstairs. And I'm like, okay. So his sisters are probably going to be shocked when we come pick him up that he's there for the day. I had to sign the kid in, and that was just a weird experience in itself. We were hoping we would beat the tardy bell, but no. School starts at 7:30. We got there like at 7:35. So he was just a few minutes late. It wasn't like horrible, but it was just like, darn, if only we got out the door sooner. But yeah, they were always like, you need to sign your kids in, and this is something I've been hearing about, they call every week and they like, parents, please make sure you walk in to sign your child in, if they're tardy. And I'm like, okay, so I'm going to do, I'm doing my due diligence. We noticed a car in front of us. She didn't come out, but she had her 3 children come out and they walked into the building, and then some people ahead did the same thing. So I go out, I walk with Michael, and I don't know the process because we've never really been tardy. I don't think we've ever been tardy, but I grabbed my my wallet just in case, because normally they need my license whenever I'm checking him out for the day, so I figured it was the same process. According to my husband, when we had to take Jaina out to get her dental appointment, and then he checked her back in like within an hour, he needed his license both times. So I mean, I figure it was, going to be like one of those things that I had to sign and explain why he was tardy, all that. No, it was weird. They pushed a button. I walked into the office, they pushed a button and had him come in, asked him for his full name, and then gave him a tardy slip, and then I was just like standing there, and the woman was completely ignoring me. And I was just like, okay, do I just need to sign him in? And I finally got her attention. I'm like, is that all? Is there anything else? And she goes, no, you're good. So I was just like, okay, would have liked some acknowledgement where it's not like we're chronically tardy like some of these people, because some of these kids, it's like she already knew who they were. She was like, typing in the information and then handing them their tardy slips. And then with my son, she's like, what's your name? So it was just like, I don't know. The whole thing felt weird. But yeah, I came back and explained to Chris about it, and he goes, well, that would explain why the people in front of me only just sent the oldest daughter in. Apparently, like, the oldest kid, she's she, I guess, was middle school or something like that. The middle and high school start later here compared to some schools which start earlier. He goes, yeah, the car in front of us sent the oldest kid in instead. And she came right back. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm just thinking, why did they ask me to sign my kid in if they don't even have something for me to sign my kid in? What was the point of me walking into the office? Because I got no acknowledgement. I mean, I'm still going to do it, if my kids were ever tardy. But it was just like, what was the whole point of that? Okay, whatever. But yeah, I was just like, now I'm kind of dreading that I'm gonna get the phone call, even though I think I made the right choice. I'm hoping I made the right choice because it's like he's just constipated and he was just sleepy. On top of that, so I don't know. I'm hoping I did the right thing. Let's see. But it's been like for the most part, like things haven't been like crazy, I guess, busy too much. It's going to be now. I'm gonna take a small sip over here. But yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. Um, but this goodness, let's see. This whole week has been kind of like a blur, and I should have really wrote down notes, but it's just like I kind of forgot, and then the kids were home, and then it's just like I just got everything. But last Monday, let's see what happened. Nothing happened. No, but the kids were home for the last on Monday and Tuesday last week. So like after that it was just crazy. But I can talk a little bit about the week before. I only got a couple like weekend stuff because most of my weeks have been just I sit here, I diamond paint, I help the kids out with their homework, and then we go and do some things. But so that's what we've been kind of doing. But let's see, not last weekend, but the weekend before, because I didn't really do a whip and chat the previous week. This is starting to become a habit. We had my in-laws take in Michael and Jana for a sleepover, which is, was very exciting. We didn't let them know at all. I had my mother-in-law over that day. We diamond painted, we talked, we chatted. It was great. Um, I had noticed a very annoying habit though, not with her, with me. These things I've lost I'm not accusing her. I lost every single time that she has came over to visit. It's a process of me moving this whole project stuff onto the dining room table, and then me moving it back. It's like everything moving back is where I lose this little tool right here. And it was so funny. I looked into this tray right here on one of the times I lost it. Couldn't find it. I was so mad. Which is why I ordered like a 5-pack of these or a 4-pack of these. And I was so mad. I was like, what? I lost it again. So I grabbed another one. And I didn't move my project at all. After she left, I grabbed another one. I was just mad at myself, like trying to find it through that tray. Remember, I literally pulled these little containers out one by one just so that way I could find it, right? And couldn't find it. And then 2 days later, I lose another one, and I'm just like, what is going on? I was so mad. So I decided to pick up the my entire project, and I start combing the whole table, looking underneath, trying to find all the things, and couldn't find it. I'm like, okay, I'll just use my tweezers. I'm not grabbing another one. I'm mad. I'm so mad. Like I was really upset at myself. And then I'm sitting here, and I hear a clink when I pull up the tray, and I look down, and nestled between two of the containers is one of these. I'm like, how did that get here? And I was just flabbergasted. And then I move my canvas here, and underneath my canvas is my light pad. So I move my light pad, and there was a second one of these. I'm like, how did that get there? They're just all of a sudden they're appearing. Like I lost everything, and now everything's showing up again. I still have lost the original. I have not found that one. So it's hilarious how things are starting to show back up. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. But yeah. So Friday, my mother-in-law came over when we had a lot of chat. I asked her about some like gifts ideas because her birthday's coming up, and I told her to forget everything that I've asked her. So basically, sorry, it won't be a total surprise, but I'm hoping it will be kind of a surprise. We'll cross our fingers. But yeah, we did a lot of that. I asked her if she was going to do another video because I was worried like it was going to be another big butts kind of thing where I'm going to just be trying not to laugh out loud. But it was kind of fun. My husband was home this time around, and he would walk back every now and then. He was supposed to be off already, but wasn't just yet. He's supposed to be off this week too. We'll see how well that works. But yeah, we surprised the Munchkins. It was so funny. They came home and they were like, "Nana's here!" And my husband, he kind of ruined the surprise a little bit. He told them that we were gonna have a sleepover. What my mother-in-law was going to do was like not say anything until it was like time to leave, and then have them go when they were doing their whole, "Oh, when are we going to have a sleepover with you?" And she was going to go, "Well, pack your bags," like that. And he spoiled it. It's all right. But they came home and they're like, "Oh, Daddy says we're going to have a sleepover." And they're like, and she's like, "Yeah, we are," Oh man, they were so excited. It was so cute. I was just like, "Aw." But yeah, but then after that, they were just in such a rush. They were just like, "So when are we going? When are we leaving? They just wanted to leave the house and go. and I was just like, "Chill, wait," because they had to wait for Papa to come home and then come and get them and everything like that. So they were like very go 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 go. But yeah, they were going to take them out to dinner and treat them. It was so cute. From what I heard, that Jane had gotten a peppermint milkshake. I'm like, ooh, I want that. I want a peppermint mocha milkshake or something. I want something like that. But no, my husband and I decided to treat Nicole. It would be like just a thing for just 3 of us, and it was so cute. We drove to our favorite Chinese place, which is over an hour away. Oh man, it was such a long drive, and my husband told her it's only going to take 20 minutes, and when she was asking like how long it was going to take, and I'm looking at the clock, and I'm like, 20 minutes? Does he have some way of getting there faster that I don't know of? And if so, why haven't we drove like that before? I'm sorry if I do get slightly out of camera. I have actually gotten like all the way towards both sides. I have stuff to fill in. I'm trying to focus more on the inside, which is why I focused all on the screen in blue. But there are some little extras that I gotta put in on the sides, so I'm trying not to mess around too much with it, but sometimes that does happen. But yeah, he's like 20 minutes, and I'm thinking, it's not going to take 20 minutes, it's going to take a whole hour. What are you talking about? And then, of course, 20 minutes later, she's all like, "Are we there yet?" And he's like, 20 more minutes. I'm like, that's what I thought. It's going to take a full hour. So yeah, she was very grumpy when we got there, but it was a pleasant surprise. This place, they recognized me and my husband, like, even though we haven't really eaten there for years. And then last time we went there was like around our anniversary, and they asked us to bring our children because they haven't seen them in so long. They basically, last time they saw the twins was they were babies, and then with Nicole it was like when she was just a small toddler. So sorry. I showed them pictures, but pictures don't do anything justice. Let's see. Let's go with ABs this time. But yeah, it was kind of cool, but then I felt like I got insulted. I know I'm fat, but it was so funny. I asked for a Pepsi, and they got the drinks for my husband and my oldest. And then she looks at me. You wanted Pepsi, right? I'm like, yeah. She goes, diet, and I'm just like, no. I looked at my husband like afterwards. I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm like, I know I'm fat, but yeah. I'm like, should I be offended? But yeah, I was just like, I just decided to ignore it after that. I told Nicole, don't suck her soda down, and I made it a point not to suck mine down either. Um, but man, I'm like, jeez. um, but yeah, it was just like, it was still a great time. They were oohing and awing over Nicole. Luckily not as much as like what they used to, because I remember back then when Nicole was just a toddler, I never got a chance to eat there at all. I've always was talking while they talked to Nicole. Sometimes they would pick her up and walk around with her. And keep her entertained, and just ask questions of how she's been. They love her so much because she has like dimples, and they always commented about that. And of course, that was the one thing they asked, like, does she still have her dimples? And they wanted her to smile so they could see said dimples. It was like, she wasn't used to it because, we haven't been there for years, and she doesn't really remember everything that's been going on. Sorry. So yeah, it was very surreal, I guess. Not surreal. It was just interesting. So yeah, we got home afterwards. Another hour drive back, and I was joking around because my husband and I were like, hey, we're next to the BJ's warehouse, maybe we could renew our membership and start getting some stuff. It would be good for Christmas. And then we started talking about like these little brownie crisp things that we used to eat, and then of course the apple juice that we used to pick up there. It's like Honey Crisp apple juice. It was so good. And just all the stuff that we used to grab, back then when the kids were really small, because we had the membership just so that way we could get like diapers and formula and vitamins real cheap, and then of course the meats were good, to buy in bulk. I'm seriously thinking about doing that. He and I were thinking about it. Like, just, getting that membership again, just so that way we can buy, like, meats and stuff in bulk, like frozen goods and things like that. Especially with the cost of groceries nowadays, it might actually be worth driving the hour once or twice a month for it. We might actually do that. Well, we'll see. We'll see after Christmas. I've already did a good bit of Christmas shopping, so we're good to go. Let's see. But yeah, when we came home that day, Nicole wanted to watch some TV, so we chilled out. We watched some shows together, and then I sent her up to bed. My goodness, I am so sorry, guys. But yeah, I sent her off to bed, and I stayed up a little bit later than I normally did. Not as late as I did this weekend, though. But yeah, I stayed up a little bit later than I normally did, and I did diamond paint. I was having a good time, and I slept in. Oh my goodness, I woke up so late the next day. And Nicole, apparently, I woke up around 8ish first, and because I heard Nicole rummaging around, my husband told her to go clean her room when she woke up in the morning. Like, not like first thing when she woke up, but basically when she was alert and ready to start the day. is when she needed to start cleaning her room. So I woke up around 8 hearing her go to the bathroom and then start rummaging around her room. And I'm just thinking, oh gosh, I'm not going to sleep. And I'm like, I fell asleep after that, which is a good thing. But a few hours later, I woke up. I was thinking it was like close to 1. I come downstairs. She's watching Minecraft shows already, like watching different Minecraft videos. And I'm like, good morning, Nicole. And she's like, morning. I'm like, did you sleep good? And she goes, yeah. Can Michael and Jana stay over there another day? I'm like, what? Don't you miss your brother and sister? She goes, yeah. But can they stay there for one more day? I'm like, no, they can't. Your Nana and Papa are getting ready to go on vacation. And she was just so bummed because she's like, they could stay there and I could sleep in. I'm like, you'll be fine. Chill. But yeah, that was like the start of last week, and it was so hilarious. But yeah, the kids came home and they brought brownies. Nana and them made brownies, so they were just giving us it was like peanut butter ones, and they were kept asking for that all the time. It was so cute. My goodness. Let's see. What else happened that weekend? I don't remember. And I don't know why. Oh, I think I know why. Hold on. Alright, sorry. Hopefully that would stop the bouncing so much that I've been noticing from my camera stand. What I normally do is put a bunch of pillows at the bottom so that way my camera doesn't tip over, because my GoPro is heavy and it likes to fall. So I have a bunch of, I should get like sandbags or something, but I have like a bunch of pillows around my little mount here to keep it steady. And one of the pillows was actually up against the table. And whenever I moved, it moved and made that move as well. So it was just like, it was annoying me. You guys probably didn't notice it too much, especially if you're not watching this video. But I will notice it and it will annoy the heck out of me. So it's just my little thing. So what were we talking? My goodness. Let's see. The weekend. So yeah, that was the weekend. I think my husband took them out later on that week. To take them out to play around the playground and everything like that. I got to spend my time relaxing that week, that Sunday, just doing this. I've been trying to get through this crazy fast. I don't know if I'm going to be. I have 3 more rows after I'm done with this one. And I'm kind of concerned that I won't be done in time before December, especially since it's like, the 28th, I think. And, this week, the next few weeks are going to be crazy. I wanted to participate in jingle drills that was coming up. It's already started. I wanted to participate in that, but I don't think I'm going to be able to. I don't know if I'm even going to be able to start a Christmas project at all, because of all the wild stuff that I'm going to be doing. And the reason why is the new expansion, it comes out today. It's when you're watching this, it came out yesterday. But yeah, it's supposed to start at 6 p.m. my time. And I'm going to I'll talk about it now, and then I'll start talking about last week. But yeah, it starts 6 p.m. my time, and the new raids start on December 13th. So I gotta spend the next 2 weeks leveling to 70, from 60 to 70, and then I gotta spend my time getting geared up so that I am ready to start raiding by the time December 13th comes around. And then after that, it's going to be getting into the groove of basically it's always hard to get into the groove of things when I get used to doing this, because I've done this before, like when we had lulls of when we're not raiding anymore, we decide not to raid, and then I'm finding things to keep my attention occupied, And then when rating starts up, I'm like, but I'm enjoying this. And then I gotta cut this back off and then go work on that. I love WoW and I love diamond painting. It's so hard because like I go so hard on one or the other and I can't find the right balance between the two. Um, so that's pretty much what's going to happen, especially since my guild, we like to, um, we're not like hardcore or anything. We're even discussing about cutting our hours. At one point, we raid like 9 to 12 my time. Excuse me, and oh, you are not even able to see what I'm diamond painting over on that side. Oops. I'll stop over there. I'll just find ones over here. I am so sorry. I looked up and I'm like, wait, you can't see what I'm doing. um. So, let's see. Where was? Oh, yeah. So, I'm going to be focusing on that. My husband's coming back to play on WoW. I'm kind of shocked. We'll see how long he wants to play. He says he wants to raid and do stuff too. So hopefully he can. I talked to my guild leader about it, and directed him to the right people to talk to. I was told we have a very full roster. We overstacked again. We did this last year, and now we did it again. So we're up to like 35 people who wants to raid. And she's like, I can't pick favorites. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not asking you to do that. I'm not like, say, put my husband in or anything like that. I'm just like, so far he's on the roster, but he's not on the roster. Does that make sense? Basically, it's like, who is going to actually do make the effort to actually go for rating. So basically, we're gonna figure out. We're gonna have to figure out the roster in the next few weeks, like who will actually level up, who's going to actually be geared enough, who's going to be have their professions and stuff like that ready to go. So it's gonna be very interesting. That's for sure. I'm not sure if I'm excited about it or meh about the new expansion. It's all about dragons. I mean, like, I like dragons. I don't know. But I am excited about being able to level with my hubby again. We haven't really done that since Cataclysm, I don't think. Yeah, because Mist of Pandaria. I know you guys. I get into these things sometimes, but yeah, basically, we haven't leveled together since right before Nicole was born. That was 10 years ago, and then like after she was born, like the next expansion after that, he decided to go into a different factions guild, and he left me all by myself. And then kind of bounced around, and then like he joined a different place around Legion, and then I joined him, and we raided together very slightly, like for a short few months, and he bailed, and then stopped playing WoW altogether. And, like, he still comes back to play WoW every now and then at the time. Just, I was always leveling, or already past leveling, my main character, by the time he started playing. So we never really leveled together fully at the beginning of the expansion since, yeah, like I said, Cataclysm. So it's going to be cool to do that again. I don't know how well it's going to work, like how long it will happen, because I know that with work and stuff like that, he's going to need to focus on working. He's supposed to be off this week, and it wasn't just because of WoW. it wasn't. He originally took the time off just because he needs to get the time off. Use it or he'll lose it, Excuse me. And it just was a really good time. He just wanted to get it off so that way we could spend some time together, get some Christmas stuff done, things like that. And then it's like, oh, the expansion. Oh, and I hit the camera. I am so sorry. Let me try and make sure it doesn't bounce as much. um, that'll teach me since the pen was so close to the camera. um, let's see. But yeah, I'm trying to figure out if I'm really excited for it, for the game exactly. We'll find out. I'll let you guys know. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of time consumed by getting ready, because it's going to take time to get into the groove of things. I'll still have videos out. It's just that I probably won't be diamond painting as much, so that's why I was like, should I even bother doing a drills or chills, or just focus on this? Because I'm so close to the end. I literally am. Like I said, I have 3 rows left of this. So like, do I really want to put this up like when I'm right there, or just finish along and just hold off on all my winter paintings for next year instead? I guess I could do one winter painting because it'd be wintertime. It just can't be Christmas theme. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. And it's especially bad because when the first week of raid, it's like first week of raid is like December 13th. And that means that normal and heroic will be out. And then the next week after that, I don't know if it's the next week or 2 weeks. I always feel like it's the next week. So the next week before that is like the week before Christmas. And they did this they did this 2 years ago when Shadowlands came out. It started in November, and it was like the first week of Mythic raiding was the week of Christmas. And that killed everyone. Especially since we have the world first race that people like to watch and everything. And I just, even though the world first race isn't like sponsored by Blizzard or anything like that, I still think that they should have they should know better. They know people are going to be doing this, and they're going to be wanting to focus on, sorry, for some people this is their livelihood actually, with the competitions and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, I don't know, it's just shaking my head over it. I don't think it's right that we have like such like a hardcore raiding time right before Christmas starts, or like before any of the holidays. I think like after like in January is when it should have been, but it feels very rushed. That's why I'm like very, because I feel like everything's kind of rushed together and things aren't smooth. But we shall see. We shall see. And I'll let you know. I'm of course going to be playing a rogue. Of course, that's my main thing. But I haven't decided if I'm going to switch from playing as a Void Elf and go to Draenei, since they now have Draenei being allowed as rogues, or just stay with the race that I've picked. My husband says that I'm not allowed to because the Draenei have hooves, and you can hear a Draenei coming with the clip-clopping all the time, and I'm like, leave me alone and let me live my dream. If you guys don't know, this was my thing. I wanted so bad to be a Draenei, excuse me, a Draenei rogue ever since I saw Draenei. And they were always it was very unattainable because they didn't open that class out for Draeneis. And it made sense lore-wise and stuff like that, but they've been like changing it up and everything, and I'm just thinking, why not now? Why not? And now that I'm in love with a character that I've played with for years, because I started off as a night elf when I started playing. I started off as a night elf, then I switched to human, as a human race. Then later on, when Mist of Pandaria came out, I became a panda, Pandarian, or as it was called. And then when the Void Elves came out, I switched to Void Elf. So now I'm like, and Void Elf is like one of my dreams. One of the reasons why I like Draenei so much was because it was so much purple. void elves are like that too. Void elves, I have this whole purple aesthetic going on. Well, at the time, I changed it up a bit, but I'm still like, I have like purple skin, like light purple skin with purple glowy eyes, glowy purple hair, and then like my outfit, you can't see my hair anymore because of the outfit I'm wearing. It's like celestial blue and stuff like that. I look totally nothing like a rogue right now. I look like some sort of priest, which I'm like, it's the perfect cover. No one will know I'm a rogue. Well, unless you target me, of course, and it says that I'm a rogue, but no one will know I'm a rogue. You never see me coming. I joke around like that. But my husband's like, no, you're not going to become a Draenei because you're going to be clip-clopping everywhere. I'm like, not all rogues are stealthy. We have two stealthy type class like talents, and then like one talent is called an outlaw, and it's more like a pirate thing. I'm like, I don't see why I couldn't just be a pirate based Draenei. But he's like putting his foot down. It's a big joke that we have between each other. But yeah. Let's see. Some other things that happened. So, we had school for only 2 days, Monday and Tuesday last week, like I was mentioning. The kids were so excited when we picked them up on Tuesday. I forgot. I thought for some reason that Wednesday was going to be a school day, like half a school day. I forget. It's actually Christmas is when we have the half day. So the kids were like excited about having Tuesday being their only day, and I told them that they were going to help me start prepping for Thanksgiving, which is what happened. So what happened on Wednesday, I woke up, we had Jaina help me with making cornbread, and that was delicious to work on. I was like, I made cornbread stuffing. Oh no, I'm stuttering. Sorry. We made cornbread stuffing, and it was so good. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I had her make cornbread. Excuse me, my goodness. And then Michael helped out with with help with cleaning around and stuff like that. And then Nicole helped me make cranberries for the day. We made it like the day before. And then I prepped everything for the cornbread stuffing or dressing, however you want to say it. I read it up. It's like stuffing is because you put it into a turkey, and dressing is just the same thing, just by itself. But I feel like I should still call it stuffing, even though we don't stuff anything with it. It just feels a bit more appropriate. I don't know. But my husband made ham. The kids begged for ham. We were debating about doing our lasagna thing that we've been doing the last few years. The kids hate lasagna, but I love lasagna. But yeah, we spent a good amount of time baking and cooking, trying to prep the day before. But the kids helped out a lot. So that way that cut down on some of the cleaning and cooking the day of. And what surprised me was Nicole actually ate her dressing. It was like I was really so shocked because she's hated it for the last few years. And I hit the camera again. I am so sorry. But yeah, she's been hating it the last few years. But no, she liked it this time. She gobbled the whole thing down. I was like, really? And of course, she was trying to take the cranberry sauce. She was trying to escape with that. I'm like, no. You do not eat up the whole cranberries. I eat the cranberries. No, but no, everyone ate their food. I was really surprised. Jaina wasn't as picky that day. She was eating a good portion of the ham, and then of course mac and cheese and stuff like that. She's like, gobble gobble gobble. I was like, yeah, well, that's what we're doing. We're chugging it all down. Let's see, what other color can I pull out real quick? I'm trying to avoid this area over here because you guys can't see it, and I don't want to be moving things around. Um, but yeah, of course, if you guys didn't know, Black Friday happened and with Diamond Art Club, I don't know if you saw, like they were doing like 10 releases on Facebook and 10 releases on Instagram, and I was like watching this and I was like, ooh, I want that, 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 I want that. But no, but I stayed up late Thursday. Not because of just that, but so I could do Christmas shopping for the kids. And this is one of the reasons why I also wasn't thinking I was going to do a Whip and Chat today, was because I was going to talk a little bit about Christmas stuff. Speaking of, we still haven't gotten a Christmas tree up. I wanted to get a Christmas tree up this weekend, but can't because, no one's coming to do the office yet. And I want someone to, repair the office. There's still holes in them. And it's bothering me upstairs because it's so cold in my room. And I think that's probably why I'm catching something. I'm getting it's so cold up there sometimes, and then like when I turn, I'm like I feel like I have like a bunch of pressure in my chest and everything. I'm like, oh my goodness, I don't want to live like how I used to grow up in. But yeah, I was just like wanting to get a tree up, but well, we will hopefully. We got the tree. We bought ourselves a new tree, so it's a matter of time. But okay, that was not the school, thankfully. Whew. I'm sorry. Let's see. But yeah, I stayed up late. To try and get some diamond paintings, and also to do some Christmas shopping. I would say that the kids' Christmas shopping, I wouldn't say it's officially done, but if I didn't get anything else, we're good. We're pretty much good. We're good for the whole time. Although Nicole's desperate to get a phone. She has a watch instead. We bought one of these watches that doesn't have any apps or anything like on it. It's just all it does is send text and calls, and she only receives them if it's from our approved list. So if like anyone tries to text or messages her that's not on our list, it doesn't go through to her. So she's been begging to get a phone so she can take pictures with her friends and everything. And I don't know. Not right now, maybe another year. She's like, everyone has a phone. I'm like, yeah. So, you have a phone too. And she did not like that response. But it was kind of hard to shop for them this year. I'm not going to lie. I had a harder time shopping for them. Because I remember last year, I knocked it out of the park. My husband and I knocked it out, like, really well. And then this year, it was a little rough. I'm not going to say I did an awesome job. They're going to be happy with their gifts. I know they are. I wouldn't say it's going to be like last year. That's all I'm going to say. Last year, I did a good job. This year, I feel like it's going to be decently, but I don't know how well Nicole's going to receive her gifts. But yeah, let's see. With Michael, he's starting to like the periodic table a lot more. I don't know how he got into that. The school doesn't teach him that, but he's like he found out about it, and that's all he's you know how he is. He once he finds an subject he's interested in, he's going to fixate on that, and that's going to be something of interest for the longest time until something else goes and piques his interest. So he's into that right now, and I'm just like, okay, and we're just trying to find things that are his age level that are all about the periodic table, and I found a couple of things. So and I also decided to replace their Nintendo Switch controllers because they have torn the heck out of the ones that we have, but I said they're not going to get the they're not going to get the official Nintendo Switch controllers. We're buying the knockoff versions because I don't want them to be destroying $80 pair of controllers. They can destroy the cheaper pair. um, let's see. That is C. Okay, yeah. Let's see. Where else is the letter C? Oh, here. But yeah, I was just like, okay, we'll do that. And then we got them a couple of games. Michael, of course, got a puzzle. Jana got her dolls that she's asked for. And then, I bought, like, some Minecraft stuffed animals. Not animals, but stuffed plushies. And trying to balance things out. And then, like, my husband said that he's going to be building a computer for Michael and Jana. So we were trying to think of a big thing for Nicole. And this is where I don't know if Nicole's going to be, like, all for it or not. I'm hoping she is. She's been begging, basically, to have her room upgraded. She wants it to be a big girl's room. I feel like her room is a big girl's room in a way, but it does need some upgrades. But she wants to basically become more mature. Let's see. We'll get X. Okay. We'll do the letter X. But I scratched my head with gifts because I was like, what do you want for Christmas? I don't know. Do you want any dolls? No, I don't like dolls. What do your classmates like? Dolls. Okay. And I'm just like, what do I do? She doesn't want dolls. But she wants to be a grown-up. But I don't want to get her, too much. And oh my god. I'm getting a little emotional about it. But, I started looking around. I started thinking hard. And, I was like, okay, what did I want as a preteen? I didn't have the best preteen years or teenage years growing up. I don't want her to have any issues that I had with, body images or, like being shamed because, you like certain things or anything like that. And I never had the room. I had my own room growing up. I lived basically what is now considered the living room, but that my parents used to have. And then I took over their old bedroom once my grandma passed away, my great grandma, and then like my younger sister, she and I shared a bed until I was like 16 years old. So I never really had a room. I never really had a lot of things as a teenager or a preteen, and I wanted to make sure that she had stuff, and not that she's going to be spoiled, but I didn't want her to. I wanted her to feel like she had her own space that she could go to when she wants to chill and not deal with, everything, or just everything gets too much and she just needs a space for herself. This is hard, guys. But yeah, I was just thinking around, and I got an idea. Like a few ideas. Basically, so that way it's still age appropriate, but that I think she would like, and that, she can express her individuality. And one of the things is, I bought a miniature backpack, a purse per se. And I figured this will help twofold, like especially when she gets older, and when she's in middle school and things like that, she can carry certain objects in there to class. But I bought her a purse that's blue, and the best thing about it is my husband kind of helped me. Let me show you. I don't know if I showed you this, but my husband bought me this pen, this Vaporeon pen, and Nicole expressed interest not in the pen itself, but basically, how cool it was, and she wanted to have something like that. And I thought, what better way than to get her a purse than a purse that you could show your pen collection. So that's what I'm going to do. I haven't bought pens yet. I haven't. I'm thinking that might be a birthday present, but Yeah, I bought her purse. I bought a keychain to go with the purse, like a Sailor Moon keychain. So I got her that. And then with her bedroom, we we're gonna change it. I bought her a brand new dresser. So she doesn't so she can have an actual dresser instead of like what her bed has. Her bed has like drawers underneath it. We're going to be replacing her bed sometime in the next year instead. Maybe like with the similar frame that her brother and sister has. But we bought her a brand new dresser that matches her room, matches her whole aesthetic, and then I bought a nightstand because she hasn't really gotten a nightstand. We've gotten like these plastic container type things, that you get at Walmart. It's like a 5 drawer system kind of thing, or well, with hers it's 3 drawers. So, we got an actual nightstand for her room, and then I decided this is and this is where I feel iffy because of the nightstands and the dressers. Like, do they count as Christmas gifts? Do they don't? Because it wasn't cheap to do this for her. I wanted to make sure she enjoyed this, and then I decided to help decorate her room a little bit to start off. I got her, since she's not into dolls anymore, but I figured she didn't say anything about figurines, and these aren't dolls. You can't play with them. You just displayed them. I figured, what better way than doing something that she likes? Because I thought about it. This is something that I would like when I was a preteen. I'm hoping that this is something she would like too. She never. I don't know if she even knew that this could be a thing. But I bought her a My Hero Academia figurine of Deku, or so that way she can do that. I didn't want to get too many Sailor Moon items because I know she loves Sailor Moon. I just wanted to make sure she has basically a different bunch of stuff that she's into. One of the pins I'm thinking I'm going to get her is I'm going to probably get like Steven Universe pins because she's like really into Steven Universe as well. So we finished watching the series and everything on that. So I just want to make sure she's doing okay. And I hate that she's growing up so fast, and it's really like I keep looking at stuff and then I know I embarrass her sometimes, and it's just like she's just, I don't like that she's growing up so much, and I'm just like, it's really sad at times, and I try not to cry about it, but I can't help it. But then I look at both at Michael and Jada, and then I realize that they're growing too, because like the other day, Jana actually, I don't know if I mentioned this last with Wip Chat, but the other day Jana was like, I need new shoes. And her feet grown half a size. I'm like, how did that happen? And she's starting to fit into size 7 clothing. She still fits in size 6 stuff, but she's finally like being in the size it's supposed to be for her age group. And then just like, she's starting to get a bit of a diva attitude. I hate to say, her brother calls her a diva all the time. And he's kind of right. Like, something about the school is causing her to act like that. But, like, there's nothing wrong with being a diva, but sometimes she acts like the wrong kind of diva. Like, where she's just rude as you know what. And we have to, like, remind her that she can't act like that. But she does have a good heart, like, because then when she realized she said something bad and that, wasn't really a nice thing to say, she starts breaking down, and we're like, have to remind her that, she has to use her nice words, not her mean words. And it's just like, but the way her and Michael interact with each other is so hilarious at times. Because there's times where they're the sweetest pair of kids. And I caught them one day Michael brushing Jana's hair. Like, them just giggling and laughing, and then he's just brushing her hair. And that they're playing pretend, and it's just like... And then there's other days where they're just at each other's throats. All of them are. Like this weekend. This weekend, they were all at each other's throat. We were just like, when is school happening? Nothing wrong. It's just like it was just like, at that point, it's like they were all sick of each other. And then I'm thinking, Christmas is coming. That's going to be 2 weeks of them being sick of each other. I'm scared. Sorry, excuse me. But yeah, I got that going on. And then I'll talk a little bit more about Michael's stuff and Jana's stuff. So Jana's been asking for like magic mixies kind of thing. And so we got her the one that came out last year, the cauldron thing. Because the crystal ball came out this year. I didn't want to get the crystal ball, honestly. I'm not getting the crystal ball one. She wanted both. I'm like, nah, I'll just get the cauldron. The cauldron looks more cool. And that one was a dud. I'm going to have to pull that out. That's not going to fit. And then she like wanted a rainbow high doll. And I found one that was on a really good deal. And I'm hitting the camera. My goodness. Today's one of those days. But yeah, I got her rainbow high doll, and it's so funny. So one of the Minecraft plushies that I got was like the warden. It's kind of hard to explain what the warden is, but she thinks he looks so cute, and I'm just looking at it going, you think that's cute, and she thinks it's so adorable. So she's got that as a stocking stuffer. And then her brother has the wither, which is basically the skeleton thing with 3 heads. And then Nicole got the Ender Dragon. But I bought like let's see. She wanted a rainbow dress. I haven't bought her the rainbow dress yet. I'm kind of debating about it. But I bought a lot of little filler stuff for all of them. But the main things was like I wanted to make sure that they got the ones that the stuff that they wanted. Like with Michael, his big thing was he wanted Kirby's in the Forgotten Land. I don't remember what it was called, but he had it written down, so I made sure to look for the exact game that he wanted. So I got him that, and then Jana wanted the Magic Mixies, so I got her that. And then like with Nicole, the cell phone thing was what she wanted, and I'm like, no, that's not gonna happen, you know. And then of course the computers are gonna happen for the twins, but I did get Nicole a new game, which was like we haven't got it yet. We're gonna wait till next month because we don't want her to see it on her computer, on her Steam account, until the time comes. But it's like Disney's Dreamlight Valley or whatever it is. She's like wants to play that, so we're gonna get that next month when it gets closer to Christmas time. So that way, when she logs into her computer, it's right there. And it's going to be like a big surprise. But yeah, I don't think the phone thing's going to happen. My husband wanted to get phones for all 3 of them, honestly. I'm like, yeah, maybe next year. We shall see. I don't know. We'll have to see. But yeah. Oh, one last thing before I sign off. So as I mentioned before with the diamond painting, like there was that Black Friday sale. Did anyone get anything good out of that sale? Because like I was drooling over a lot of the things. I gotten some stuff, and I don't know when I'm gonna unbox it all. I really don't. I of course had to get some. I couldn't get everything. And it looks like they changed the limited editions now. Like with some of the stuff that I thought wasn't a limited edition, it's now a limited edition because I grabbed a lot of the ones that was limited edition. It's starting to sound not like a real word the more I keep saying it. Like I got a bunch of Hannah Lynn's because, you know, once they're out, they're out. But from what I've read now, they're going to restock them since it went by so quickly. But the couple other fairies that I was looking at, like one from Ann Stokes and let's see, Amy Brown. I don't think the Amy Brown one's they changed it to limited edition, but I think the Ann Stokes one is. My goodness. I really like not to have a froggy throat. Thank you very much. Okay, I don't have much time left on my battery. But yeah, did you guys get anything good? Let me know. I really want to know because I'm excited about it. It's it's like I'm really excited about the handlings. And actually, I have one more question. Um, I don't know if anyone will answer. Like, okay, so the ones that I have that are limited edition, do you guys want me to unbox that stuff, even though it's not going to be available on the website ever again? Like, or the ones that will be available will, I don't know. Um, but would you want me to do that? Because sometimes I feel like it's not that when other people do it, but it feels like if I did it, it's like I don't know if it feels like a ha ha ha, I got it and you can't, or is it something that you guys would just want to see what it looks like and see the drills and everything like that. But I don't know. Just let me know. Let me know down below, please. Just so that way I can get a feel of things because I tried to do an unboxing earlier this week was last week before the kids came home from Thanksgiving week, and that went by like horribly. I tried to record that video 3 times. It did not work out each time, and I just took it as a sign I shouldn't do it. But it was a Jasmine Beckett Griffith Faces of Faye, one of the numbers, but it was the Christmas Dragon one, and I felt weird about it because it was like supposed to go out of stock soon, and it was like discontinued and everything like that. So I wasn't sure if I was supposed to, if people would want to even watch a video of like that or not, because that was going to be the jingle drills thing I was going to work on for this year. I still might work on it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think I'm going to try and do an unboxing video on that one again because I'm like I said, I'm taking it as a sign I shouldn't with that one because holy cow, 3 tries and each try was worse than the last. I'm not gonna try that again. But I will go unbox Big Sis this weekend, not weekend, sometime this week. Before some, maybe in the next day or so, so that way I have it ready for later on this week. I hope you guys like that one. It looks so cute. It reminds me of childhood. Even though I couldn't have that stuff as a kid, it reminds me like of what every preteen/teenager girl would have in their room growing up, and I'm like, I want that. Anyway, I've been talking way too long. I know it's been over an hour, or slightly over an hour at least. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want. Otherwise, I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!